Hi, we're the Love of Mezcal, and today we're going to be reviewing a Tobala from Macurichos. The maestro is Gonzalo Martinez Cernas. It's coming from the Santiago Matatlan region in Oaxaca, and it's made with Podatorum.
So like she said, this is a Mezcal Ancestral. There's typically three types of mezcales, and it's the Industrial Mezcal, Artesanal, and Ancestral. I won't go over what makes the other two, but for Ancestral, it has to be cooked in an underground oven. It has to be crushed by either wood mallets or tahona, like this is crushed with tahona. Fermented in wood vats. They use encina oak. They fermented with spring water and distilled in clay pots. And it was a double distillation.
So this was adjusted with spring water and tails. This was produced in June of 2020, and there were 337 liters produced. We have bottle 168 of 449, and something interesting on the label, it does give tasty notes. It says there is citrus and tropical fruits.
So a little bit about this bottle and how we got our hands on it. A friend of ours, CJ and Cindy, shout out to them, were at Ramirez Beverage in East LA, and they put on a group chat, does anybody want anything from here? We saw this was a bottle that was on the shelf, so we asked them to pick it up for us, and through other hands it made its way to Vegas, where we picked it up, and it's been sitting back there in the pantry for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, so they know that I'm a Tobala fan, and I'm just very appreciative of them for picking up the bottle and transporting it here to Vegas for us. It has been sealed and patiently waiting for us to try it. We have tried another Tobala from Macurichos. I don't remember the year that one was made.
I think that was a 24.
And I don't think it was Ancestral either.
No,
so this is our first time trying this expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say the ABV is 47.54%.
Yeah. And something else about Macurichos that off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else that does it. They will make Ancestral, Artesanal, and also agave spirits. So again, I don't know if any other brand's done it. It's the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. And it was interesting because the bottle that we tried, was it that one? There was one that was labeled not Ancestral, Destilado de Agave, but it was a really, really small batch. So I wonder if that has something to do with the production. Maybe they don't want to pay to have it certified because it was so small.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
ready to smell?
Yes. Typical Tobala notes.
Signature notes.
Fruity, like pineapple, or maybe even a little fresh cut papaya.
I was thinking papaya because I'm actually thinking of the texture of papaya, where it's like a little pulpy and creamy kind of thing. I get creaminess from it, but not lactic creamy. I'm getting a little bit of like wet wood.
Now it smells like the fruity notes are starting to mellow out, and some of the wood is coming through.
I'm still getting a little like banana peel.
It's still there, but I feel like it's getting softened with the wood.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good.
I know. Getting a little bit of bubblegum coming out too. Like Bazooka Joe kind of, but it's like fading.
All right, you ready to taste?
Taste.
Felicita.
It's warming.
It is. It's not as, okay, so it tastes more kind of minty to me than fruity.
Yeah.
But I was expecting to have some really like bright fruit notes, and I feel like I'm getting more clean, minty freshness than I am fruitiness. I got it more on the smell.
Yeah, definitely. This is very much What I'm kind of picturing on taste is like the intense mint you get when like someone like slaps on their hand, like a bartender will slap on their hand. That's what I imagine I'm tasting, just like fresh mint. And the oils are really expressed.
I can see what you're saying, like the bright, that kind of like spray of minty freshness, which is it's really interesting because I had this idea in my mind that it was going to be really overly like fruity and sweet, like a typical Tobala, but it doesn't. It tastes more mint, fresh, sharp, as opposed to the like rounded out sweetness that I typically get from Tobala. But it is really good.
It's starting to warm up for me now though, like as far as flavor profile. It's not getting as that bright, fresh mint. I'm starting to get more like cooked fruit. Almost like when you're making a ponche and it's like warmed up a little bit, like in the Christmas time, where it's warm cooked fruit. I'm starting to get that.
I can see what you're saying. Okay, this is probably one of the sharpest tasting mezcales I've had from Macurichos. I'm trying to think and compare it to the other ones that we've had.
Oh, I know one that will beat it, but it's an unfair comparison to Puntas.
Okay, I thought you were going to compare the Karwinski Ensemble.
Yeah,
but I would say like comparing it to the Espadín with Conejo, the a few other ones. The Espadín with cacao, like of course the cacao is going to make it heavier tasting on the palate, but I feel like this one is pretty hot on the mouth, considering that they like to rest their mezcales and garrafones.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did this with this one. I'd assume so.
This might have been one that didn't sit too long. I just had it in the front of the room.
Maybe. Yeah, and if you're familiar, if you've ever gotten to go visit their palenque, if we haven't gotten to go visit, but they have a room full of giant glass jugs of mezcal that they sit and let rest. And it's not the same as with tequila where you're aging it in wood. They're letting it rest in glass, and I think that it really comes out on the flavor profile.
Yeah.
Oh, also we have the arroqueño, which is really like, I feel like it's more mellow on the palate than this one, as far as heat.
Both arroqueños, because Rafa had an older batch of arroqueño that was really soft, and then he brought the other arroqueño to the bottle share. That one was a little not as soft, but this is still the sharpest one.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's not like on the nose. It's just stereotypical Tobala. There's nothing hiding. But on the taste, it's not Tobala. Like not what you think a Tobala is.
It's kind of a curveball.
Yeah.
There's some of the profile, but then you taste it and it's just something that you weren't expecting.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it's not at all what you expect from the nose. And even when you're coming up through here, you inhale, you're getting one thing and you're tasting another. And it's like, oh, well, that's a little surprise. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm expecting sweet and mellow. I'm just like, nah, wake up.
Yeah.
Mint.
I feel like this is a brand that is not too hard to find. We know somebody actually that lives in Nebraska, Kansas, somewhere in the Midwest. And they actually were able to find, it wasn't this expression, but something from Macurichos on the store shelves at their local liquor store. So I think if you can find this brand, definitely give it a try. I really enjoy the products that they've put out. And I think that in this day and age, there's so many new brands that are coming out. And this is a brand that is continuing to make mezcal according to their family's traditions. And I think that's something that should be celebrated and appreciated.
And something else we wanted to highlight is that this is a family-owned brand, and as many of you know, that is exactly the kind of mezcales that we like to promote.
So if you can find it, give it a try. If you've already tried it, let us know what some of your favorite expressions are. We'd love to hear feedback, and happy sipping.
Thank you for taking a sip with us.
Saisita.